You called her a dope fiend.
Yeah, I called her ball-headed dope fiend without question. I told her she better sue me because
she said to TMZ when they asked her when she left the Breakfast Club,
yes,
she looked. They was like, "Well, what do you got to say?" And she was like, "We're suing, and I was just like, "Okay,
right."
That's been about 2 years.
Yeah,
and we haven't gotten a lawsuit yet.
Will Smith's inner circle just cracked. His best friend claimed he walked in on Will in a compromising moment with another man. Now the question is, why is he speaking up now? And just how deep does this really go? Truth is, whispers about Will's private life aren't new. They've floated around for years. Quiet at first, then joked about, then brushed under the rug. But now those whispers are loud again, and this time they're coming from inside the house. Brother Bilal, someone who once ran close with Will, says he's done staying silent. According to him, this wasn't hearsay or secondhand talk. He claims he witnessed something firsthand that completely changed how he saw Will behind closed doors. A moment involving Will and Dwayne Martin that didn't match the image the public has always been sold.
So, all right, I open the door to Dwayne's dressing room, and that's when I see Dwayne and having sex with Will.
Let me process that for a second. Who was on top?
It wasn't a top. There was a couch, and Will was bent over on the couch, and Dwayne was standing up. Murder. It was murder in there.
Okay. What did you do?
I froze. What did you, see, I'm not used to seeing. Listen, it's traumatizing. I've never seen it. I don't watch gay porn. You know, I never seen a man of a man.
Will Smith was bent over,
and Dwayne was killed. I don't know. I don't.
You didn't look that close.
Listen, even when I was with the deer and headlights, and I finally said, "Oh shit," and they turned around and said, "Close the f***ing door," right? So I back out the door. I'm not going in there. No, I ain't going up in there. I back out the door, lock the door, I leave, right?
He claims after that incident, Will allegedly began calling him privately, not to explain, but to warn him. Subtle at first, then darker. Bilal says Will brought up an old industry story involving a trans woman named Shalimar, allegedly linked to Eddie Murphy, and hinted at how quickly people connected to uncomfortable truths can disappear or have their lives ruined. Not a direct threat, but enough to make the message clear. Keep quiet.
So Will says, "I gotta talk to you." So I said, "About what?" He said, "You know what?" And I said, "I don't know what you're talking about." And he said, "Oh, you know what I'm talking." I said, "Well, I have no idea. What are you talking about? What we need to finish today? Like, I'm trying to get that out." So he said, "No, we need to talk." So he said, "Listen, I made a call. Some papers are gonna come here today. I need you to sign them." And I said, "Why am I signing papers?" And he said, "Listen, I'm trying to protect you." So he says 3 things that made me scared, because I fear no man but Allah. But I don't fear nothing but Allah. And he said that, "You remember the I'm saying it right, who got caught with Eddie Murphy?" He said, "You know what happened to him, right?" I had no idea what happened to the trans got caught in the car with Eddie Murphy.
Me either. What happened?
So I go home and Google it. They or the trans, I don't know to say him or her. I don't know what's politically correct. So I hope I'm not offending anyone.
Bilal says that moment told him everything. This wasn't about friendship anymore. This was about control, reputation, and protecting an image worth hundreds of millions. When the allegations finally went public, Will and Jada came out swinging. They denied everything aggressively. Will called the claims flat out lies. Jada went even harder, framing it as a money grab, saying Bilal was lying about ever being close to Will or even working with him in any real capacity. She hinted at legal action and made it sound like a lawsuit was inevitable.
Yeah.
How does it feel in 2023 to still have those same rumors out about people you love, like Will and Dwayne?
I know.
That just came out too recently.
Yeah, you know, and let me just say this. It's ridiculous, right? And it's nonsense. And this is a person that tried a money shakedown that didn't work. We're gonna take legal action. Because it's one thing to have your opinion about somebody versus just making up salacious, malicious stories. So that's actionable but we're gonna roll with that.
But then something strange happened. Be Loud didn't flinch. Instead of walking it back, instead of apologizing, instead of disappearing like most people do when lawyers get mentioned, he doubled down. Publicly, loudly, even dared them to sue him. Said if paperwork ever hit his doorstep, he'd walk into court with receipts, evidence, and witnesses. Said he wasn't bluffing and he wasn't scared.
You said I extorted you. You said there's a money shakedown. You said a lot of things about me to get other networks or other podcasters or bloggers scared for me to come on because they think they're going to be sued. Well, Tasha wasn't sued and I wasn't sued. So you got 2 weeks to issue an apology because me and Will's situation were about business. And I want you to sue. If not, Jada, I'm going to sue you. I'm going to sue you because you know that you're a liar and you know that the things that you said were untrue.
That's where things got uncomfortable because after that challenge, Jada went completely silent. No lawsuit, follow-up, statement, or legal action. Just quiet. Weeks turned into months. Months turned into nearly 2 years. And still, nothing. Then, in January 2026, Bilal resurfaced on Tasha K's platform and repeated everything. Same story, same confidence, same challenge. And again, he pointed out the obvious. Nobody had sued him yet.
You called her a dope fiend.
Yeah, I called her bald-headed dope fiend without question. I told her she better sue me because
she said to TMZ when they asked her when she left the Breakfast Club,
yes,
she looked, they was like, well, what do you got to say? And she was like, we're suing. And I was just like, okay.
Right.
That's been about 2 years.
Yeah,
and we haven't gotten a lawsuit yet.
2 hours.
Okay.
And I said some pretty, what some people may think to be outrageous things, but I knew them to be true and had the evidence to be, to show that it was true. So from that, that's when Jada responded out of anger, not out of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Because for her to be a global iconic superstar, you rushed to the Breakfast Club to say, number one, that I extorted you. There was a money shakedown. You said you didn't have all the facts. So that puts you in legal jeopardy right now. You said all the facts will come out. None of the facts came out.
But he didn't stop there. Bilal claimed this wasn't just about Will. He said Will and Jada had a pattern of pulling people into their orbit, using influence and power, then discarding them when things went left. And the first name he dropped that really shook people was Brashear Gray. Empire fans remember Brashear as the young star with everything going for him. Fame, money, momentum. Then suddenly, everything fell apart. Arrests, mental health breakdowns, public spirals, career collapse. According to Bilal, that downfall didn't come out of nowhere. He claims Brashear was pulled into elite industry circles too early, exposed to environments he wasn't prepared for, and left damaged. Bilal says he spoke with Brashear privately and described him as emotionally shattered, crying, confused, and feeling exploited by people he trusted. He alleges Brashear told him he was taken advantage of and bent over by powerful men in the industry, including figures tied to Will and Diddy.
Chicago for Empire, it's a damn mess. It's no other way to put it. This dude is going crazy, right? He's out there allegedly with male, he's pissing in the trailer, he's acting psychotic, right?
The same thing he's doing now.
Beyond that, but this is why a show is going on, right? So I'm like, I pull him to the side, right? And I said, listen, I'm here to help you and so forth and so on. So he was like, all right, I feel that. He said, everybody on the set know you. Everybody seem like they love you. I want to love you because everybody else loves you. I said, if that's what you want to do, then do it. But he kept acting up. And then one day I said, what the F is wrong with you? And he was like, you know. He said, you know Will me. You know Diddy made me. You know what's going on. You know Charlie made me. And I said, I have no idea what's going on. I have no idea. So he crying, no blood is coming from his nose. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. And I'm like, yo.
Jaguar Wright echoed similar sentiments, saying Brashear was another example of young talent being chewed up and spit out after serving a purpose.
See, they trying to see him out so he'll feel too embarrassed to file his lawsuit against Diddy for what Will and Diddy did to him. With Jaden and Justin present that tape.
Then the conversation naturally circled back to August Alsina. August's situation always fell off to people. a young artist dealing with serious health issues, pain, emotional instability, and searching for guidance. And there is Jada Pinkett Smith, framed publicly as a healer, mentor, and spiritual guide. What followed, according to August himself, turned into a relationship that left him emotionally wrecked. August claimed Will knew, claimed Will approved, but the situation left him broken, not healed.
I actually sat down with Will and had a conversation due to the transformation from their marriage to life partnership that they've spoken on several times, and it, not involving romanticism. He gave me his blessing, and I totally gave myself to that relationship for years of my life, and I truly and really, really deeply loved and have a ton of love for her.
When the Red Table Talk episode dropped and Jada coined the word entanglement, referring to her relationship with August, it went viral, but August walked away looking like collateral damage.
You and I were going through a very difficult time.
Yeah.
And we decided...
I was done with your ass.
Yeah, you kicked me to the curb.
I was done with you.
Yeah.
Marriages have that, though. Marriages have that.
Yeah, we basically, we broke up.
And then what did you do, Jada?
Well, I think from there, as time went on, I got into a different kind of entanglement.
Street Talk says August didn't just stumble into Diddy's circle later by accident. Folks believe Will introduced him. From there, things allegedly got darker. Whispers say it wasn't just music connections, but exposure to the same secretive party culture that's followed Diddy for decades. Will denied ever attending those events when Diddy's legal situation exploded, but people aren't convinced. Old clips, photos, and industry relationships say otherwise.
I ain't been nowhere near that man. I ain't did none of that stupid. So whenever y'all hear it, if somebody say that, it's a lie. I don't even like Baby White.
Thank God that God gave us a Will Smith, and that's real talk.
Thank you
For
very
real.
much,
I love
man.
you on
Thank
the
you very
realest,
much.
realest
Thank
black
you. Number
team,
love, brother.
God warrior. We love you.
Appreciate you. Appreciate you.
Love.
Y'all be
Thank you.
good. Have fun.
Say what's up to the family. Love.
Well, they sitting at the table right now. I got to get back in there and get some Easter dinner.
I don't want to get you in trouble with Jay. Go do your thing, player.
Y'all be good now.
All right.
Peace.
And once folks started digging into Diddy's history, the allegations resurfaced. Usher living with him as a teenager, Justin Bieber being introduced to him at 13, old clips that once looked playful now feel unsettling. Patterns started emerging.
Justin, you ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, like where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream. I have been given custody of him. He signed to Usher.
I'm signed to Usher.
I had legal guardianship of Usher when he did his first album. I did Usher's first album. I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So and we gonna go full crazy.
The theory floating online is that Will learned from Diddy, learned how power protects itself, learned how mentorship can be used as leverage, and then allegedly repeated that same cycle with Bryshare, with August, and possibly others. Yeah, nothing fully proven, but the overlaps are hard to ignore. Will's silence now is what's fueling the fire. Since Diddy's downfall, Will has vanished from the conversation. No outrage, condemnation, distancing, just quiet. Folks are now asking why. Why protect someone you claim you weren't close to? Why so many young men around the same circles spiral the same way? Why are threats mentioned, but lawsuits never happen? Turns out this wasn't about sexuality anymore, but about power, control, image management, and who gets protected when the truth gets uncomfortable. Nobody's saying it's all fact, but the streets don't talk for no reason. Too many overlapping stories, too many similar outcomes, too many people breaking the same way after touching the same circles. So what really happened behind those closed doors? Was mentorship actually manipulation? And how many lives got altered just to keep powerful images intact? Let us know what you think in the comments, and keep it locked, because this drama is far from over. And if you thought this was wild, click the next video to dive even deeper.